Time now for my hate mail of the week. It's got lots to reaction to what I consider one of the dumbest, most superficial ideas that is regularly proposed, and that is having 16 and 17-year-olds vote. Let me play it for you.
16 years old. Voting? Well, it's pretty straightforward. You want a 16-year-old who, due to their age, has limited experience, who's not worked full-time, pays no income tax, never supported a family. Do you want them making multi-billion-dollar decisions on health care, taxation, international trade agreements, and so many other issues that they know virtually nothing about? Chief among them is the economics and finance. Green Party MLA Andrew Weaver says most teenagers are more educated about the issues than many others. How convincing to say we can find someone more ill-informed. Through my decades of volunteering, I've had the joy of knowing literally hundreds of 16 and 17-year-olds, not just casually, but well. And never once did I come across a student who knew even the basics of economics or finance. I know you're probably saying that qualifies them for a career in politics, but it won't result in informed decision-making. I'll bet there's not a handful of students in the province who know the amount of debt or unfunded liabilities they're inheriting. I mean, how could they? The educational establishment dictates the prescribed social and environmental agenda of the day takes precedent over all else. There's never been room for economics or finance. And if you don't agree, just look at the additions to the new school curriculum. In a world where the consequences of bad economic and financial decisions are dominating the news, they're threatening government, social stability, they think those subjects are unimportant. Mr. Weaver says 16 is old enough to drive, and then have the most accidents of any age category, drop out of school, get married, and if they do, have the highest divorce rate. So why not get them voting? Well, you got to pardon me for not being convinced. My name is Mike Campbell. Join me Saturday for Money Talks.
As I said, I got 3 kids, and I've worked with, literally hundreds, and got to know them. What a pleasure to get to know them. But I'll tell you, not one of them was prepared to make this caliber of decision-making, and we have a school system that guarantees they can't. Hey, I want to read one more quote here. I said that they don't. You talk to a young person, they have no idea about the unfunded liabilities we're passing on. This comes back to that book I mentioned earlier, Congressman X, getting released on Tuesday. The book is by Small Mill City Press. It's based on years of transcribed private discussions with the publisher and the congressman last November. Publisher is Robert Atkinson. I'll just read one of the quotes that alludes to this. We spend money we don't have. We blithely mortgage the future with a wink and a nod. Screw the next generation. It's about getting credit now, looking good for the upcoming election. End of quote. As I say, at some point, we have to absolutely read the writing on the wall. But as I say, I just think the idea of having people 16 and 17, 18 able to vote is absolutely ludicrous.